Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Before we jump in the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All of those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting our community a little bit further, consider becoming a member here on our YouTube channel. Memberships start at just $2 a month, and you gain access to some really cool emotes. Lastly, if you are interested in playing in any of our games, we have open slots in the Tuesday early game. It's a brand new campaign, only about, 8 sessions in, I think? And they're still low level, and they're still developing what their story is going to look like. So, perfect opportunity for you to jump on into the action and see what happens. Without further ado, give us that recap, Glenn.
All right. Let's see. Last session we started off with Glenn being trapped in the tree, and Reese, Bartikov, and Samdi on the outside trying to figure out how to help out Glenn from outside. Um, Glenn heard a voice from somebody who wanted to experiment with him, and after a brief, I guess, challenge, Glenn found a way to get out by touching a sigil of some kind and teleporting out to meet the rest of the group. We then decided to scout the area a bit to see if we could find a way to get within the tree. And after a bit of failure, I think we took the long rest before we decided to scout about. And after that, we decided that we would just go to the apes and then perhaps return to the center of the tree to figure out if we could get in later. We decided to go after the ice gorilla next, because we wanted to save the toughest one for last. So we were scouting about and realized that the gorilla had some sort of intelligence of some kind. Well, it had ingenuity at least, because it was like clearing roads, clearing the trees to make like pseudo roads, I guess. And following the path, we eventually did come across the giant ice gorilla. And the fight ensued. We had Samdi attacking its I guess its intelligence and succeeding a lot, doing a bunch of effects that would stop it. We had Reese, who was able to not only keep the party alive, but also summon a Balgora to keep the ice monkey really busy. In return, I mean, the Balgora took a beating and definitely will remember that experience with Reese. And then we had Bartikov, who managed to land, I believe, 3 crits and pretty much decimate. Yeah, pretty much just decimate the thing. And on its like deathbed or something of that sort, it like froze itself up in an encapsulated like shield, I guess you could call it, like an ice shield around it. And not knowing if it was dead or not, we began picking away at it to expose the head, and it talked, and that's where we left off.
So, you've all exposed the head of this ape. The moment it appears, you hear it huffing and puffing, and then it speaks to you all. "I'll kill you," it squeals out, taking some of you aback for the fact that this is a sentient creature of some variety.
Well, that's disconcerting. I was really hoping it was dead.
Well,
I'm gonna go close my fucking balcony. Give me a second.
I think he's angry at us.
What, because we beat into shit repeatedly? Yes, probably.
I mean, if it helps, he got pretty close to beating me to shit.
Cool.
He started it. We were it was self-defense at that point. Okay.
You have a good point. I don't think he would agree, though.
So I'm gonna start opening my stuff up.
Alrighty, I'm back. That's a little better.
I'm gonna remove the fiery leather. Well, I'm gonna touch it, realize it's hot, and ask Bartica to remove the fire leather and put it back in the bag of holding for me.
I do so.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna look at it and go, just say, you chose to attack us. I came out offering you an olive branch.
You liar!
Doesn't matter if I was lying.
Could
I put
smell
diplomacy
the
first.
lie.
Yes, that's probably the sulfur.
Filthy, deceitful creatures. Stealing whatever you want. You deserve death.
Well, in that case, let's be a little honest with you. We were hired to kill you and your 3 other monkey companions. We are here originally thinking we will kill you and your 3 monkey companions. But since we're of the big-hearted type, I've decided that we still might kill you. But if you give us some answers, that can dictate whether that actually happens or not. See, I don't have a heart. These people over here do, right? So, what are you? Why are there 4 of you? You have some level of intellect, so what made you? And we'll go work up from there.
This guy's asking all the right questions.
Roll me persuasion, Reese. This creature is immune to fear, so you cannot intimidate it.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Persuasion. Yeah, I know how to play my character.
31.
31.
As if you came here under some other reason. You know.
No, we were hired to kill you. That is 100% fact.
No one
Right?
hired to kill us.
Mm,
We do not cause problems for people. Only monsters.
well, we were asked to deal with you guys, and we've dealt with 2 of your brothers, right? So they didn't answer us. They were strike first and try and kill us, right? Obviously, we gave you the benefit of the doubt from that first interaction of showing some kind of intelligence and then attacking me. So we had to defend ourselves. So that happened. So again, I asked again, what are you? Where did you come from? And what made you?
Still walk away from this, buddy. Just answer the questions.
I am the great guardian of the North Tree. The frozen terror. I have always been this. I was made by a strange-smelling man. We are here. Being a productive member of that household. Ew. We are here to protect this tree from interluding monsters that would use it and corrupt further. Destroy any that try to plunge into it.
Why? What is inside that is so precious?
What is with this tree? What makes this tree so special?
It is a powerful combination. Once, one of the pillars of this plane, the Tree of Life, the dominant force of protection on this continent, then corrupted by mages, plunged into it from the sky. I was told about this by my creator. Some of them escaped and corrupted further away, defiling nature, defiling my home. I accepted my responsibility to protect this North Edge.
You're a creator. So do you have you have memories of perhaps any memories of before that though? What your creator did? Just off question.
No. I have dreams with simpler feet. Fire. Laughter.
But that doesn't make sense. And why would a druid, a defender of the natural order, want to have you all killed? If you guys are also defenders of the natural order.
What druid asked for my death? Scrolling.
Yeah.
Be the druids of
Falcia. Does a Mistwalker sound familiar too?
No.
Ancient elf, looking like a druid type. I kind of describe what she. Prestidigitation, or do I have prestidigitation on my
oh,
name?
minor
Minor
illusion of
illusion.
picture. Oh, minor
There you
illusion of
go.
picture. This lady.
Let me roll an insight check for him. Oh, I don't even have his sheet open.
Somebody give him guidance. Come on.
The wise monkey.
Yeah, he saw through your bullshit.
In my defense, I'm not an expert in
Yeah.
lying.
Yeah. Everything else. She was here
Yeah.
before. She was younger. She ran. My creator let her flee. Told me to halt. She is no enemy. She wished for my death.
She had asked us to deal with one of your kind, right? And then she had asked us to deal with the rest when we had dealt with the fire one. Or not the fire one, the lightning one. I don't know if that was for us apart on the fact that we were ignorant, or if we were just trying to get a stable foothold into the residence. But I would say if you can enlighten the picture a bit, that might change perspective.
You've murdered 2 guardians.
Nothing stops us from murdering you and another one, but like we need that perspective change if we're not going to.
You have left the tree vulnerable, susceptible to the prowess of greed. powerful magic that corrupts all is in it.
Now that just sounds like a challenge.
Didn't you say you ran into someone, Glenn, in the tree?
Yeah, he had a. I mean, I didn't see anybody, but you guys saw the wiry thingies, and he did. He was speaking to me in almost in a curious, insidious nature.
I try to describe the smiling face we saw behind Glenn before the tree closed.
I do not know what you speak of. What is in the tree? It is powerful. Only one has escaped that tree, who came down from the sky.
Is his last name Glenn Strider?
That is my maker. The one who survived the tree was Findrake.
Drake.
The two names, Finn, Drake. He escaped, and he found refuge with the people here. The magic from the combination of arcane and nature was flooding through rampantly. They tried to hold off the corruption. It was not until my creator came here. He said he found me and the other guardians, volunteers to serve.
Whoa, wait, pause. You guys are volunteers?
That is what he told us.
I mean, easy to convince someone that they were a volunteer when they can't remember, but I suppose it doesn't really matter. This Finn Drake, what do they look like? Who are they?
Short. Very short. Yellow hair.
God, it's a gnome. Does that remind us of anyone?
I don't know, have you met any short people with yellow hair?
No, I have not, from my descriptors.
Bears, I just never mentioned hair color.
Well, sometimes I do. I usually say salt and peppered, browned, receding, the important
No, I'm talking
qualities.
about Reese's notes. He's just like, yeah, everything except the hair.
I don't. I have descriptions of a little bit what the races are, but I immediately looked at the gnomes and I was like, I don't think any of these guys had yellow hair.
No.
What can you tell me about your creator? What kind of guy was he?
Was.
Or is?
Dutiful. He only cares to preserve what needs preserving. Willing to do anything to achieve it. Dedicated. However, that is when others are not looking. When around people that don't know his purpose, he is charming, loved.
I don't have any further questions to think of unless you guys have anything.
I mean, is it?
When was the last time you saw your master?
Years ago, in my dreams, he said he was getting more volunteers, but some decided to break in to steal and flee. He called me to action, to find them and stop them.
So someone was trying to break into the tree, and his goal was to find them and stop them.
I did find them and stop them. Most, anyways. From the dozen he had, 4 escaped. They came to him as volunteers to protect our nature. They lied like you. They wanted destruction, to steal, and to break.
He's still frozen, right? The rest of his body.
Yeah, we melted with the fire changa up until his head was exposed, and then he started moving around and talking. So I assumed that we let it melt a little bit more just to see.
Yeah,
his
under
face.
the chin.
Yeah.
So he's gonna take the rest of those. Hey, maybe we need to talk privately a bit before we decide what to do with this guy.
Sure. And I reach into your mind and I go, "Would this work?"
All right. So, I mean, matter of perspective wise, like, I don't know. Are we the bad guys here?
I mean, good guys and bad guys is all matter of perspective anyway, but I think we may have been used as pawns in someone else's game.
Truthfully, I've always been the bad guy in every story. Hence why I won't win in the end. But with that being said, yes, if there's one thing, I like winning. I like doing things I like. There's one thing that really eats at me. It's being manipulated for someone else. So what do you say we find out what Thalcia Mistwalker isn't telling us, and if she doesn't tell us what we want, I rip her heart out and we learn that way.
I think that works. And
I like that conversation went, are we the bad guys? We should rip out this lady's heart.
and we'll
tell
find
us if
out.
we are the
Yeah,
bad
yeah,
guys.
yeah. This will do the trick.
Well, I've never once denied my nature. Though, with that being said too, it makes me wonder how that occult is, that little occult clan that we know about.
It's
How
north of
they-
here, right?
Yeah, how they play a role in this, because they go to that tree a lot.
So maybe we ask them. Hey, monkey fella, what do you know? I'm sorry. Great, ice ape. What do you,
Frozen Chongo of the North.
yes. What do you know about a group of people that come to worship this tree? Like, I think they're like maybe like north of where you currently are.
I don't know if they worship it. But yeah, they're sketchy for sure.
Worship? No. Nobody comes here to the tree. You mean there are people north of me?
No, there's
Watching
these
the
people.
tree?
There's these people that come to the tree every once in a while. Well, like we're last seen by the tree, right? And they have something about magic. They practice magic near the tree.
Do
How do
you
we know
mean
that's
the
better?
volunteers that escaped?
Is that what they are?
The only ones that get close to the tree are those. Me and the Guardians have a connection. Our leader can speak to our minds from across the forest.
Is your leader
He
the
can
Great Earth Ape?
sense. He can sense everything, yes.
Oh, so then he knows. He should have warned you that we killed 2 of your other companions.
He should have.
Which might mean that might not be himself anymore. If he senses you and he can talk to you, he should have sensed the lightning gorilla the minute we laid it down. And then the minute we went for the second one, the fire one, right? There should have been more warning because both of them we caught kind of unsurprised that we were there. Even you. If it wasn't for me poking my head out, I don't think you would have noticed us. Oh well, maybe eventually, but
So I think this is what me and my buddies want to find out is if we're really doing the right thing or not. And so we can't go about just like offing the rest of you without really knowing if that is a good thing to do. So if you could maybe help us out, I know you really want to protect this great tree or anything, but if you can, get in contact with your boss, maybe he can come talk to us himself and we could straighten things out.
I think we hold the cards here. So this is what I need you to do. Try and contact the gorilla, the Great Earth Gorilla. Right? If you can contact him and he responds back or he shows that he's not under some kind of influences, we don't have beef. I won't kill you. Right? My solemn word is my vow. But in that case, we're still gonna rob you. Because by right of the Great Circle, we did beat you. We do have, the right to take what is ours. With that being said, too, you're a very old creature. You can probably re-hoard back. Does that sound like a good compromise?
What do you desire out of all of this? Why are you here, disturbing us and the tree?
So we're here for... Let's go ahead, Glenn.
Yeah. So if you really want to boil it down to it, man, I just want to know about my past. I just want to know who I am. And I think your creator has something to do with it.
My interest is money and wealth.
If my creator has anything to do with your past, he would tell me. Perhaps this is why he did not alert me to your presence here, nor the great ape of the east or west. But you came here with murder in your hearts. I have seen you. You are monsters. Dangerous to the realms.
Not monsters is harsh, but dangerous, yes, sure.
Oh, I have always said I am a monster. Don't get me wrong.
I mean, we're a cat to be here, I would argue. But, very literally speaking, I think we all kind of fall into that category.
I don't, and I'm speaking this, of course, to all of you. I don't think that. I think you guys do what you need to do out of circumstance, right? You don't take any joy in these. Well, maybe some. Let me rephrase that. Right. Well, I wouldn't say Bardakov's a monster. I wouldn't say Glenn's a monster. Even I wouldn't even say Monkey's a monster. You guys are just really good at fighting, and you have to follow certain circumstances that lead into those situations which could be perceived as being monster.
I
But-
never wanted to judge this morally. I was just speaking very literally. Glenn over there is
He's walking
not
on dead.
alive. I won't even talk about Bart's situation. You are literally becoming a devil as we speak, and
No. Yes.
I mean,
I'm not gonna
gaining power.
mention Monkey.
I mean, gaining power is one thing, right? It's more about what you do with that power, right? And as you can see, we're willing to talk with you and negotiate. So I mean, that in itself should say that, like, you know, something, right? We do things
Again.
according to our own accord, and personally, I'm just trying to make the world a better place too.
I think someday
Say what
that's
you
what
want.
we do.
Say what you want. I'm just speaking very categorically.
I understand.
Anyway, whenever you're done with them.
You still attacked us first. Just pointing that out when we did try to offer to talk.
Your words offered nothing.
The
You
words offered
spoke.
negotiation.
You spoke, but your intent was murder. I can
In
see
fairness,
through
you
your
are
lie.
usually full of shit.
Huh?
In fairness, Reese, you are usually full of shit.
100%. But this time, I'm full of shit, but I have never. Let's put it this way: I don't lie when it comes to things I want. Actually, with that being said, I wasn't lying about wanting to learn about the great chungos of the North, East, and South, and at some point, either write an epic about that. That was not a lie. Also, yes. So, compensation-wise, and way of the circle, we will take what we want from your horde, right? Secondly, again, as I said, your best bet is to contact this Earth Girl and just confirm that he's okay, right? Because if he's not and he's being controlled, right, I don't think you want your strongest of amongst you running rampant and murdering people outside of the great way of being.
I am responsible for the North. It is very clear that I stay here. I die here.
Well, due to lack employees, I think you need to cover down for the other two that aren't here. So
You might want to take like northeast, and he could take like southwest, right? And then you could cover like more ground that way.
I essentially do feel bad that I killed the intelligent beings that were literally just doing their job. I do feel bad for that.
Deception check?
No.
Okay,
I
okay.
legitimately-
Just making sure.
I
That
love the
sounds really
deception
convincing.
check is a question.
Yeah.
That sounds really convincing.
Yeah, no, I legitimately feel bad. If people are just doing their job, I don't really want to kill them, but if they get in my way, I will, right? They weren't in my way. We were
Yeah.
hired to kill them,
Right. They're not. We were
thinking they
honestly,
were just beasts.
honestly, I was just desperate for answers and willing to do anything to get them.
Right. So, I don't know if you want me to make some kind of check for that, but
Yeah, persuasion. Let's see if he is actually cooling down from his hostility. Because you did straight up walk up with him with murderous intent and straight up lied.
This is funny though. Like right
True.
after that fight though, we're just like sitting down, like he's frozen, just his head showing. We're just trying to have a conversation, just talking.
yeah, let's do a persuasion check. 20. I'm gonna use my last lucky to try and get a better roll.
Come on.
I mean,
33.
yeah, the odds of getting better than a 3 are about what?
You say
75%?
that, But like every time
Yeah.
I roll persuasions and stuff, it's always like 22, 23. But you guys don't realize that the modifiers are so high.
Fucking
Also-
no, fucking bard. Sorry.
Also, technically, the shield owes me 3 sentences. I don't know if you want to send that to me at some point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So.
What are they pertain to? Secrets of the world or some shit?
No, it's just a hag inside of my shield talking shit. It's up to you.
Okay.
Last time she said something about release me, and I said that's not happening.
Release me.
Release me. Fuck you.
So, yeah. So I do legitimately feel bad. I'm down to mess with people. People can be unnatural, right? You guys are guardians of nature, and I feel bad for that.
Yeah, I feel like we may have been bamboozled a little bit.
Yeah.
Some hitherto forenamed being may have dangled a quest in front of us.
And we took it hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah, maybe. I did
Yeah.
say. Turns out we're gonna fuck up the planet doing this. But either way, it'll be fun.
We've killed the gorilla version of Captain Planet.
Yeah, we're making that joke too.
Yeah.
Okay,
Alright.
so
It's like, in hindsight, it didn't feel right.
Oh, it felt right when we thought they were just creatures.
Wait.
okay, look.
Reese?
The way I see it, we have two.
Do we not have DMs
couple of
together? No, we have DMs together. I just
yeah,
looked up.
we
Oh,
have.
you're Donut, not Reese. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
The way I see it, we have a couple of options. We commit to what we've already started and just see how it plays out. This is what I would consider the dumb boy move. But, we're halfway there. Never leave a task unfinished. We go back and interrogate this lady that gave us the quest to kill them in the first place and try and squeeze some answers out of her.
While you're talking, I quickly say, "Shut up." Continue. Sorry, it's just the shield. The shield.
I get it. I get those too sometimes.
He looks at his canary, having a very lovely relationship with him.
We could try to find replacement volunteers, and if we find Glenn Strider, recreate the apes.
I mean, let's not get crazy. They weren't exactly made through natural magics either. They were transmuted.
Look, I'm not suggesting that's the easy option, but hey, it's potentially an option. Or we sort of take a break from this, continue on our quest to find information about the Glen Strider and everything to do with that, and just hope the problem works itself out.
If you
Personally-
seek him, then I will go to the tree, and I will listen for his words. Then I will commune.
Okay.
But
Insight check.
go for it. But only because you all serve the only one without a sullied soul amongst you.
Serve the one without a sullied soul. Talking about Glenn over here?
Yes.
God damn it.
He's the only one
God.
whose soul isn't, like, fucked.
Rotten.
Spoken
Yeah.
for.
That's
I
a
mean,
10.
Yeah.
so, Bart, your soul is kind of like Swiss cheese. You just got a bunch of holes in it.
Yeah.
Reese's is
I think
dirty.
it's like a bunch of mega blocks together, right?
It's that maggot cheese.
Yeah. Somdi's is, well, paper thin at this point, considering all the murder. His is the only one that's, like, actually a soul.
Yeah. Said 2 people can do a check. I would also like to insight him.
Yeah, go for
It's
it.
okay with you.
Yeah, of course.
I-
That's the rule.
What the time? 23.
Thank God.
Okay. He seems reluctant to help any of you, but he also seems like it's more important for him to protect this area than to have pride.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And do we have a deal then? You will help us with the endeavor, just to make sure that. Hey, again, I'm still worried that your friend is under some kind
He
of
will do
influence.
what he does. He protects the West. If
Okay,
you
so he's
come
out
to
of the
him
West.
with the same aggression and hatred in your eyes, he will kill you.
Okay.
Best I
But-
stay behind then.
But if he's not in the West, can we assume that he's under an influence?
He will
In that
be
case.
there.
Okay, I feel like I'm talking to a wall at this point, but okay, then in that case, come in with Glenn Strider, your creator, right? And then we also, because I saw you had a horde in that over there, we get the right to take that since we beat you, right?
Come on,
We
man,
won't
just
kill you.
leave the guy to his treasure. Do we really
No.
need it?
My time costs money.
I'm sure you'll gain a lot more on our adventures together, Reese.
I
do
want
you really.
his.
You
Is it-
can have whatever you can carry in your arms.
Okay, I can okay with that.
But
And you're really trying to make this treasure feel dirty, aren't you, Joey?
what?
I'm just like, I'll take it.
Yeah, I think if you're able to get anything from Glenn Strider, that would be great. You know, that's honestly what I'm really came here for. You need help getting out of there?
I do not.
Oh.
I will then ask, since I could only assume that your vitality is that of, since I see he's still busted open with like parts of his gut still hanging out, I ask him like, do you need magical assistance to heal up first?
While you say that, he begins flexing, and he shatters the ice off of him. That'll be 64 to each of you.
This is why I healed us first.
Nothing in the back. Is that?
Something, how far back are you?
30
feet?
away from him.
I'll say... Actually, no, 30's just barely within that scope. Dex saves, though.
Yeah.
Oh, good. This will go well.
So, 16 points of piercing damage.
Oh my
Jesus
God.
Christ, you
All
two!
right, get them all out of the way now.
No. right?
I wasted one of mine on that advantage, but yeah, a great big fat 0. At least
so
it's not a nat one.
16 and 8. If 8 if you're successful, 16 if you failed. But yeah, it shatters and he lifts up his intestines and squeezes with his hand where you see it just freezes over the wound.
Oh, so you could have broken down at any time. We were just having a civilized conversation.
Yeah, but I assumed it was like a defensive mechanism why he did that. I don't think he's okay, is the thing. Dude, I'm going to touch you. I will heal you. Even if it's just a little bit. Is that okay with you? Great Changu of the North.
It's always good to ask for consent.
You may.
Okay, I slap him with a cure wounds. Level
Aw,
1.
Level 1 cure wounds. Yeah, roll it.
Gotta reopen my sheet. Cure wounds, cure wounds.
He rolls a natural 1.
It's gonna be like 2. A
Okay.
12! Hey!
Hey, 12 hit points. You're not
Yeah.
really that sure if it probably did something.
I just think that it at least healed up, like,
My twisted ankle.
I
So
saw, I saw,
it's
his,
just
I saw the
sometimes.
bar tick. I saw the
Yeah,
bar
yeah,
tick.
yeah. You're pretty sure you saw it move.
yeah. It's not much, but at least, like, you could take a hit or two while you travel to the tree. And then I will immediately turn around and ask him, there's no chops in that horde, right? You're a pretty intelligent creature, so I
The
would
only
assume.
things I've placed in there are things that I find of value, and I've frozen them deep in ice.
So you have
Permafrost.
to dig it out, is what you're saying.
He starts walking over top of you and leaving towards the tree.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow.
I walk over and see if there's anything on the top part of the ice at least.
Perception check. Actually, no, investigation.
$16.
Okay. There's a few valuables that are easily picked out of the top layer of ice, but you look at the ice and the further and further and deeper it goes in, there's a lot more things. He just seems to put things there, freeze them like he just did to his guts, and let it get deeper and deeper and deeper. And apparently it's permafrost, which you don't know what the fuck that is. You're not proficient in nature, are you?
Nope. Even as a jack. I mean, have I heard stories about the Great Permafrosts? Right, because there's got to be snow kingdoms that people have went to.
Yeah, Bart's.
Yeah, so I can I assume I've heard stories about it if I
Roll me a
to
nature
make that check?
Yeah.
Sweet.
I mean, I would know what permafrost is, right?
Yes, and it's different from real world permafrost. This is an ice that will never melt.
I'm gonna guidance myself. That way I have that information too.
Mhm.
And then the D4.
24. Yeah, that's ice that cannot melt. It is immune to all fire.
Oh, so it has it literally be picked out in order for it to.
Yep.
Oof. Damn. Alright, I'm gonna try and see if I could see anything from the top or like.
Well, you did. A few shiny baubles and things that look expensive.
Alright, I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna grab those and put those in my hand.
Okay, roll me an athletics check, and what tool are you using to try to pick it out?
Oh, if it has any kind of frost on it, and then I'm gonna hit it with the axe pick part of the climber kit.
Okay, go ahead and roll me an athletics check.
Athletics. Oh my god, it's myself very quick. That's not the very strongest of men. Just give me my loot, Joey. 9. 9.
You get a shiny looking compass,
I gotta come
Silver.
back for this.
as well as you find a jeweled purse with rubies around the base of it.
I put them away in my bag of holding for now.
I
And
say to the giant ape, sorry, man. I don't know why he's so greedy. You know, he's already rich. He's got a mansion and everything. I don't know why he's got to take it to your stuff. But
It is
it's
the
just-
nature of mortals.
just
I-
cautious, right?
I don't
I
know,
look at the
bro.
compass. Oh, go
Your
ahead.
friends looked pretty mortal to me.
Immortal does not mean unkillable.
As I come back, I'm gonna remember that I have the compass, which is an item from this area. That way, later on, I could teleport if I need to.
Yeah.
In case he dies. I go, okay. I'm okay with this person compass.
Nice. Well, we're
Souvenir.
going to take a little bit of an early break, but I just got an expensive package delivered, and I don't want to leave that downstairs. So we'll be right back.
walk right up.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, apparently that's what Warhammer's about. So, welcome back, everybody. Where last we left off, Reese was picking through this ice-coated hoard for a couple of valuable things out of it. We had Bart and Glenn walking with the Great Frozen Ape down towards the tree, and Samdi doing something? Samdi?
Well, we're just following.
Okay.
Done with the cold.
Well, you're walking directly through the cold. And yes, this place does suck. You wander for miles and miles and miles, venturing closer in towards the tree. You can see it in sight fairly quickly, and you can even feel the expiration of this cold-driven environment as you move closer.
Can I make a slight thing now that I actually have a moment, or now that I actually got my
Sure.
brain working? Can I just look around to see if I find any cold-based animals here?
All right. Roll me a survival check.
Locally, though. Okay. 22.
Nice.
We love 22. I assume you might have some in mind.
Honestly, no. But I can look at them.
Yeah, I'm trying to
you-
look at them as well.
I'll just do that while you.
Beasts. 5e.
No, wait, that's aquatic, not Arctic.
Hey, sometimes those intercrossed, but yeah, no, there's no water, technically.
Do I spot a mammoth?
No.
Damn it.
I mean, realistically, this environment would not be hospitable to that, considering it's just been corrupted to be this cold. If anything, you would find wolves that have evolved very quickly, like winter wolves. Probably some, jackalopes. Yeah. Jackalopes are native to these environments. Wait,
A musk deer.
no. The murder rabbits. They are snow white furred rabbits that are, while standing on their back legs, roughly about 4.5 feet tall. Red beady eyes are the only distinguishable feature about these rabbits that make them stand out against snowy drift environments. And they are carnivorous in nature. Murder bunnies.
Lovely.
So, you all find your way over to the barrier between his environment and the tree itself. Once he gets there, he sits halfway between both of them, crossing his legs and adjusting his posture to be in a meditative state. This will take as long as it takes.
In the earring, I'm gonna say, one of you guys that can like listen into his brain, maybe see if you could check in with him.
Noted. Like a Samdi.
Somebody's gone.
Samdi? Samdi?
You see a bunny.
With red beady eyes. A really fucking big bunny, by the way. No, it's only 4 feet tall, but you know, that's a 4 foot tall bunny.
Oh, well.
It's taller than the toddlers. Like,
Oh.
Oddly
Oh.
enough, also the main food supply.
That's a lot of meat on that rabbit. I wonder if like a Lucky's rabbit foot exists off of these things.
Yeah, no, Sandy will hop on over to Reese.
I don't know what this rabbit is. I didn't see you transform, so I don't know if it's you. It's like, oh no. Oh,
Just
messed
gonna
up.
like lower or like get on my hind leg so my eye is eye level with him, and I'll transform back.
It's horrifying that you can turn into a cute thing into a murderous crocodile.
That's actually quite murderous itself.
It had a lot
Is
of
it?
kicking power, and its bite was poisonous.
Like an aggressive kangaroo, but a rabbit. Well, okay then.
I mean, yeah.
I don't know. I talked to him, or I can't because your stupid amulet.
Call waiting, Sandy.
Oh, waiting. Wait, are you still attuned to it? Because I know that we had it unattuned to one
I'm
thing.
always attuned to the amulet.
Nice.
That is the one thing I will never let go of.
Yeah.
Besides that, my other attunements are not for you to know.
Yeah, I don't need to know. I asked him, I just wasn't sure if you were attuned because I was trying to like read into your mind. I don't know if that worked or not. I say, Samri, mind please, out loud.
Somebody will take that as a spy request, and is just gonna say, "Oh, okay." I'm just gonna connect to the monkey.
All right. You connect to the monkey. The mind seems completely blank, vacant of any thoughts. The only mind that you've ever connected to similar to this was Glenn's. And that's not even all the time, just when he seems to be resting, where everything is still nullified, nothing in there. It's different from things that have natural protections, right?
Yeah, natural protection is a call-ended ringtone for me.
Dial tone, just boo.
Yeah, that's whatever you want to call it.
Oh wait, you might be too young for that.
I know what a dial tone is. It's just what fucking what's it? The modern wordage for it, you know. People stopped saying dial tones a long time ago over here. But then again, we're also Icelandic.
Sometimes when you speak, my back hurts.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny. It
Anyways.
happens to every generation.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh hey kids, oh they have they brand new iPhone, and they're fucking 6.
Ew.
The fuck is the world?
Right?
Right?
Anyway, dial tone aside.
Dial tone aside.
Yes.
You
he
sit
is
there and
empty.
you can feel the emptiness of his mind radiating. After a little bit of time, that radiating essence seems to be reaching outwards, Samdi. It's a strange occurrence how the mind seems to be rippling through and reaching for something. And you feel something else far away reaching back, something else finding its way towards this mind. It's slow moving. However, it does seem to connect, and you have a moment of recognition as this mind seems to realize you're here at the same time that you realize it's here as well. The great ape's mind still blank, however. It seems to be testing. Reaching out to feel what is happening right now. And prodding around. A period of time goes by of this questioning nature, and then, Samdi, you hear the mind settle. Creator, you are there. I am, yes. You've reached out, and I am here to liberate your thoughts. What are they? What is it that you need to know? Why wasn't I not warned of impending dangers? Well, it was unnecessary. I believe whoever was traveling to the tree was of a kindred spirit as us. It appears I was wrong. They have spared my life, asking for riches and explanations. They are simply using you to get to me. They seek only vengeance and destruction, after all. I would be careful. Even still, they are seeking to destroy you. They're planning on it, aren't they? He says that question in the mind, but you immediately feel, Samdi, that that question was actually given to you.
A mental sigh goes over everything. I'm not the best person to ask about the rest's intentions, but then again, I am the only one in the dialogue right now. Generally, I'll go with what they want, and so far, we want to know why somebody previously thought to not want. Sorry, let me rephrase that. We wanted to understand why we were set out to destroy what you seem to think is a protector of the natural order here. I honestly don't care what the reason was.
Well, I, for one, am just curious to what end. I heard about individuals looking out here, looking for me. Why? What is your curiosity?
I muted myself. Hold on, this call has been put on hold.
Dramatic pause.
No.
Hey, that's my thing. Don't.
We are led to believe that you are Elgin Glenstrider. according to the frozen ape. And as this is mentally happening, I'll kind of just whisper or like call out Glenn. It's like my mind's focused on the ape, and I'll just like gesture for him to walk over, like beckoning.
Walk over to you?
Yes.
Okay. What's going on? He's like in the middle of like looking over his monkey pamphlet.
Damn it. I'll slap the pamphlet aside.
Hey!
I'm talking to Elgin.
No way.
Or maybe Elgin. The creator. And you see he's gonna air quoting. Anyway, questions, answers, everyone?
Oh.
Is he really? I mean, if it's really Elgin, who am I? My name is
Hi,
My name is Glenn. My name is Glenn Ripper. Who am I?
Oh, God.
Sometimes people call me Jack.
Okay, let's put that on hold for a second. Yes, hello.
Hello. You were away for a little while.
You're getting questions lined up. Considering this is a chance to speak. I have a question from myself and one from a associate. Firstly, were you the man or whatever testing things inside the tree?
I believe that line of questioning warrants a bit more privacy before answering.
Okay.
Remember, you're still using the Great Ape's mind as the, third party.
The conduit.
So he stops himself from saying monkey. The ape doesn't need to know this. Is that what I'm getting?
Their efforts are put to better use. I will tell you, though, if the creature of energies inside of that tree is disposed of, I have answers for my kin. However, Great Ape of the North, these people are using you to get to me. I've already warned the Ape of the West. They have you distracted. They're going to kill you. Sandy, what are you doing?
Quickly, like, while he's concentrated on the monkey right now, is going to, like, quietly whisper to Glenn and Bart, back up.
I shall indeed back up.
And I'll say in the mind of the ape, we can, but we won't, lest you do something aggressive.
I need you to roll me persuasion.
Can I roll intimidation?
No, he's immune to fear.
Fuck. I was hoping intimidation worked.
Yep.
I would like to negotiate and say self-preservation. Would that roll into Somni's favor?
He is dedicated to only one thing, and that is protecting
Fuck.
his charge. He is immune to
Pragmaticism.
fear. Yep.
We're taking the break, so I'll use my game advantage.
Go for it. And I'll roll for Glenstrider.
24.
What's his bonus to deception? Let me look.
If he's a bard, I'm fucked.
Oh, I mean, that's
I think
five.
he's a wizard because he's he's transmuted.
There is
Yeah.
multi-class.
He has a
It is multi-classing, you're right.
he passively beats your roll.
That means he has a plus 15 at least.
Yeah.
Wait, you used your advantage. He doesn't
Yeah.
passively beat that. I'm dealing with the fucking bronchitis. Just it's distracting sometimes.
That's right, it's affecting my brain.
Ooh. Do I have any rerolls?
He used the monkey ones.
Wait, you used the monkey ones in the
He
monkey
used
fight?
it already. Yeah.
Of course I did. I rolled initiative, didn't I? Of course I had to use it. Just to
Oh,
not
I was-
have a negative.
Yeah, I noticed it was a 20, and I was like, oh, hey, he got lucky again.
All right, well, you do beat him on that. He does not have a plus 21 to his deception checks. Not that much of a dickhead.
But next time he's gonna make a big bad evil guy the fucking bard. Will never persuade anyone ever again.
But, Creator, they have been kind of word. They've already sullied your mind. Unfortunate. I will talk to Earthen about dealing with you then. My deal stands with you still, Samdi. Enjoy. Then the mind seems to disconnect.
Just in the mind of the great ape, I will just say, wow. And here I thought I was the dick in here. Anyway,
He stands up slowly. All of you have experienced a period of quiet, and the ape seems immediately concerned.
So how was the conversation?
yes, bad. The Earth ape is coming for us now. I have
What?
I have a deal offer on the table. About killing the elemental spirit in the tree to get answers for you, Glenn.
Doesn't
Did
seem
call you
right.
kin, by the way, so he kind of
Right.
just throws up his hands. Besides that, points to the great ape, air quotes, mind has been sullied. Earth and One was sent to deal with him. We might have a monkey arriving soon, maybe. Yeah. Oh yeah. Also, the guy's a manipulative piece of shit and tried to turn him on us again. Even when he would, no offense, I say out loud to the monkey, probably die very quickly.
I look at the monkey. What are you gonna do then?
The ape of the west will be coming to attack. I will prepare myself.
Do you know how much time you have?
No.
I don't know, buddy. You looked a lot more tapped than some of us. Why don't you take a seat back on this one?
They'd have to find him first,
Whoa.
and it took days to get to where he was.
He
from
can
the tree.
sense my mind.
Yeah, it's a bit of a net. Hold on a second. My great big blue and white friend, if you're connected to his mind, and he is connected to your mind, can you attempt to communicate with him?
I do not connect to his mind. He connects to mine.
Does he have a name? Besides a title.
Frescoes.
Frescoes?
Yes.
Oh, it's a bit long into this dialogue between the two of us. What's your name?
Wilson. What?
I'm sorry, I couldn't help it.
What is so funny about Wilson?
Nothing. It's like mine. It's like my name. Just Glenn.
I also thought your name would be like, Belgrist, the bringer, the Fridge of Doom. Like I
They
can't
used to
say.
be people, right? You're volunteers. You used to have names, so. Why
Yeah,
am I
you're
being
right.
the sensitive one here?
It's nice of you, Sandy.
I've never been the sensitive one. Jeez, like I don't know.
I mean, with what little help it is, I am going to try to stand between the west of here, between Wilson and who's the Earth? You just said his
Frescoes.
name, Frescoes.
Is it
How?
Fress or Press?
Frescoes.
So my thing too is that it took us like. So we're at the. Are we at the tree?
Yeah.
Yes. Well,
Isn't
not
that
at the tree. You're at the edge of his territory where it's no longer frosty.
Okay, that was my big question because it took us like 3 days to get here.
Yeah, but he's a
So I was
giant
like,
ape. He's a giant
Yeah.
ape. He probably covers a lot more ground than us.
I would assume that same thing too, but like, where was he seeing? It's like the opposite direction, isn't it?
It's like south. It would be southwest of us. He would be coming from that direction, which is why I'm
Yeah,
saying
That
in between
direction. Okay.
them.
He's along the west. We're in the north. We have very definitive borders here.
Yeah.
Probably.
Doesn't-
I mean, if you guys need a break, you might want to start resting right now.
Yeah, how long did it take us to get from like the center of here into the edge?
Probably a day and a half.
Oh, so would we have taken a rest at all?
No. It was entering in took you about a day and a half because you're stealthing, you're sneaking, you're wandering, you're searching. With him walking here, it only took you guys probably 5 or 6 hours.
Okay.
So we have an hour, or we have a short rest window here. Long rest for Glenn, long rest for Reese.
Why would he betray me? I have served my entire life.
I know that feeling. Not from being betrayed. I was the. Never mind. Don't take this the wrong way. You were literally a tool. There is no right way of taking that, is there?
I wonder if he has like mental magic, like because my thing is that you don't remember, right? Like you don't remember much about your days, and I know like stuff like the modified memory, right, can be dispelled if you know it's there. So with that being said,
Oh, we're taking the
yeah,
short
I'm
rest.
yeah, let's take a short rest.
Attempting to.
Well,
Yeah.
you all can complete a short rest, no problem.
All right,
wanted
so
to-
I'm gonna do
sorry.
some stuff.
I wanna see. Oh, yeah. I wanna see if he is possibly under a memory
Detect
disjunction
magic.
spell or something, right? Well, the thing is, detect magic. I'm gonna get all the magic from him. He's an elemental
Yeah,
eight.
but you can list through them like,
Yeah.
oh, this is if just ignore all the evocation shit, right?
I
Or the
was just gonna hit him with
transmutation shit.
I was gonna hit him with the dispel magic and see what happens.
Okay.
And that's how he became Wilson, the tax
The
collector.
human. Yeah, I doubt it'll divert a physical change, right?
Okay.
But if there's modified memory on there, it
I
should
mean,
hit that.
true polymorph can be dispelled, but
That's
this
true.
seems more physically transformation rather than magical transformation.
Wait a minute. And I asked Wilson, can he sense you through planes?
I do not know.
But that's a hard thing to do. So let's say you can polymorph him. We can put him in the mansion with us. It should provide some semblance of safety if he doesn't sense you through planes, because that's a pretty hard thing to do.
Wait, hold on. One single moment. I need to look at some of this shit. So the blood rail vial on a short rest, I can do shit.
Other thing that lets you get your sorcery points back, right? That's what I
Yes.
think it is.
Does
Yeah.
the +2 change? Nope, it's only 5 sorcery points no matter what it does. So I'll be using said 5 sorcery points to get a 3rd level spell slot, or I'll use 7 to get a 4th level back. But with the short rest, I only spend 2 of them.
Oh yeah, if anybody needs to roll their hit dice, enjoy.
Oh, sorry, Song of Rest. You guys heal an additional D8.
Nice.
Yep, hold on. I won't roll this in a batch, I'll do. How do you roll batch?
Bat shit.
Christian, how did you roll a batch number?
I just clicked the short rest button and it rolled.
I apologize. D10. I'm level 13 bard.
Oh, it also didn't roll my 4d8s.
The short rest button does nothing.
It might have asked you how many dice.
I have been moving my thing around. There is no pop-up window. I shall restart.
Yeah,
Roll
it's not.
20.
I know it's the same thing. It's not letting me do the multiple either. I'm just gonna roll fucking D8s.
Fuck it. Yes, let's do that.
Alright, I'm good.
Jesus Christ.
Damn. You and dice, man. You and dice.
I warned y'all.
Alright,
Nine,
that's... What was that? How many? That's 10 plus 44 for 56.
So 72.
This is gonna go well.
Roll 2 more.
Oh, 54. Whoops. Was that 10? If I rolled max, it's... Oh, wait, yeah, no, I'll minus 5 off of that. I thought it was at 20 constitution. So... 59.
35. Oh, yeah. And,
49.
and for the Song of Rest, you guys heal 4 extra health. It's just enough to put me
That brings me up to a straight 100. I will
Yeah.
roll 1 more.
Yeah, I'm at max now. It's nice. Yeah, I'm just like, I really wish I had Dispel Magic. Like, I feel like dispelling him would have been the way to go.
If
I mean,
only.
I can counterspell. No.
I have Counterspell, yeah. I used to have Dispel Magic, but it was one of the ones I had to change out. So we had Cat.
As we're just sitting in a sitting around in a circle, talking about being betrayed. I'm just going to cannibalize my own spell slot for a bit.
Does Monkey roll hit dice?
It does them.
They have hit die.
He brings up a very valuable point. You know that, right?
He
Creatures,
does
all monsters have
actually
hit die.
have hit dice. Let me see what those are.
D20s. What?
D10s. No, D12s. Let's roll. Let's just start off with 12.
Don't take my word for it, but I don't think I've ever seen an actual creature have D20s for hit die.
No.
I don't know. I haven't even seen a fucking like godlike entities have D20s for hit die.
There's
1
just
through 12.
lots of them. Lots of D12s instead.
Fucking. No, wait. Tiamat has D20s.
+4.
So does Tarrasques. So does Aspect of Tiamat from FTB or FTD. Yeah, okay, so I rescind my previous statement. Some godlike entities have D20s, and also great worms.
Well, hopefully we won't have to fight Fresco, right? We could talk some sense into him and cool everything down. It seems like, I hate to say it, but Glenn Strider is
A bit of a dick.
yeah.
Let's do another 12. Game's taking a minute to load.
Well, you know what they say. Never meet your heroes.
Yeah. You guys been telling me.
I mean, hasn't that been like the theme of this adventure so far?
Well,
What are you
that's
talking
fine.
about?
Based on my investigation so far, he's the only lead I got to know my past. So we gotta get answers. I'm sure you guys can tell the truth no matter what. So you won't manipulate the truth.
Yeah, as this is all, as we're just sitting here waiting. Sorry.
Yeah, he's almost half health again.
Nice.
Don't forget his con mod.
Oh! Jeez. Can you tell I'm not used to being a player?
Don't forget his con mod.
That's 10 per, so that's an extra 240.
I'm sorry,
health.
he has a 30?
Yeah. 240. Oh no,
Alright,
he's chilling.
that's-
Yeah, he's full. Okay, that makes more sense.
No wonder Glenn couldn't fucking stun him.
Yeah, no shit.
Yep.
He's a giant frozen ape. You expected him not to have a 30 con?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I expected reasonability.
Look
It
at
was
Wilson, I
reasonable.
go,
He was stupid.
Fair enough.
There's
I
a
will
weakness.
say this monkey is crazy.
Yeah, you can do
Obvious.
Hey, I promise you, it was well balanced for your party to fight him, okay?
Yeah, you're right.
Stop looking
Yeah.
at challenge ratings. They mean nothing nowadays. An ancient dragon can be felled by a level 6 party. Like,
Well, also challenge ratings are taken into consideration at least 5 players that are on standard array or point buy. So I get it.
yeah.
With no magic items.
Yeah.
With no magical items.
Y'all aren't dead yet?
Well, kind of. It has like set. It is like. I think it's like. And I'll get into the statistics later. But I will say, Wilson, is there anything like. We don't want to kill him because he's also a victim of circumstance.
Right. If we could talk some sense into him and maybe calm the whole situation down, that would be ideal.
But you seem to be the wise one, too. So, from your insightfulness, how likely are we to be able to talk him some sense into him?
He is blindly devoted.
No idea what that means.
Fanaticism is what he was. I don't know.
No, I was never blind. I knew that there was a fallible nature. I just wished for the better circumstance. I see through lies.
So
Oh.
then the creature in the tree, if we do slay him, right? What's in the tree that's gonna come out?
I don't know. All I know is the one time I felt the presence of what was in the tree, it seemed enigmatic. Like it was curious, but not the same way as us. It was curious of all things and the destruction that can follow.
Hmm. I know that its main power is the poisons, right? But outside of poison, does it have any magical into natures? Like, would putting up uh an external pocket dimension for the fight help us?
I don't understand.
Does he cast spells? This is what I'm asking.
The other ape.
Can he do this? And I do minor illusion again.
Not exactly. He strikes the earth and causes it to do what he wants.
Oh, so he might just steal off the door. Yeah, that's not a smart move then.
I have. Oh, good.
I have seen him battle but one time, and he had a very powerful move. It terrified me. He caused the area around him to erupt and burst with pillars of earth that struck at everybody and bounced them around. It was a group of hunters, 12 of them ragdolled in the air before they fell and died.
Okay. That might be a problem.
So, I guess a burrowing creature would be a bad idea.
You would be in his domain. Though I would not trust being in the sky either. All of us are capable of throwing things at very fast speeds with destructive force. And
Okay.
he is by far the strongest of us.
Okay then.
So, I mean, you're telling us that Fresco's a pretty devoted individual, so probably gonna have to beat some sense into it. Looks like, fellas, but if we could try to avoid it, fellas, let's not kill him. But if it has to be done, it's got to be done.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see what happens.
Somebody's arm dropped down for a second, then like, oh, okay.
We'll see what happens. It's not
So, yeah.
exactly non-lethal magic. Fire doesn't stop becoming fire because I'm not trying to hurt someone. You know what I mean?
New fire, who dis?
So with that being said, let's prep, right? In your opinion, how long does it take you to get to his domain if you wanted to?
I've never tried. Probably less than a day.
Less than a day. Just trying to think if we can long rest this or not.
Be honest,
I have arcane recovery.
Yeah, you might want to use that.
you might want
Awesome.
to.
That's awesome.
Anyway, yeah. Santi will say, I'm not gonna stop you all from doing this. I'm also out of my powerful spells, but I can still fight. So wonder about what Bart you have. You're quick at recovering. Glenn,
I could do this all day, buddy.
yep. It's only between myself and Reese.
I have other resources that I can do outside of my spells, so I'm not too worried. I think possibly trying a long rest, right? The only one that I feel like might have issues recovering if we do get attacked is Bardakov because of his armor situation.
Wait, what?
So, because I don't know if you have that rule about the sleeping in
Fuck!
armor.
That is such a stupid rule. No.
Okay. So
All
then,
right,
yeah,
so you're in the military. Could you sleep if you're in the thick of it wearing your body armor?
I have, and
Yeah, like it's
not very
it's not
comfortable.
exactly
Yeah.
the
It
same
does
thing, but
fatigue
you
you,
can
though.
you can get your sleep. You
Yeah.
can get
Okay.
it done,
Look,
right?
if
Like
you're
Okay.
tired, you can sleep. Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Sleep when you can. Okay.
exactly.
Then,
Yeah. Like I hate that rule. I think it's so
Okay.
like ugh.
Then I think attempting.
I need
sleeping
my beauty
is the way to
sleep.
go, right? Since I'm not fully asleep, and neither is Glenn. So it's very easy for us to keep watch, and if we just split in between.
I will wander up north. If he wishes to come to me, I can at least have my domain at my disposal.
True. We'll roar, and we'll know that to come. Would we be able to hear it from where we are? I don't know exactly how far we are from
Hopefully.
where he's going.
Well, if he roars, it'll take us 6 hours to get to him.
Let's go with him.
Yeah. We'll be nearby.
Yeah. So
I mean, we have the advantage, unless he's like extremely smart and decides to walk around the other side. That could take him forever, though.
you know what? Actually,
You know
I
which
can.
direction he's coming from.
Actually, I pull out the compass. I can get us there instantly.
Oh,
That
unless-
would require one of your spells, though.
That's fine if it comes down to us resting or not, right? Because it's 6 hours for us to get there. I'd rather, though he won't be able to travel with us. Is the thing.
I'll hike it with this guy.
You'll hike it. Okay. Then I'm gonna go. I don't want to split up either. I just want to get a rest in with Samdi because we get pretty. Our main beef is with our spells.
I mean, the only thing I'm really missing is my 6th and 7th level spell.
I'm missing a lot. I have some big spells. I have other reasons I can do.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, let's- What's your opinion?
No, Christian just had fun with the high level spells. That's all I got out of that.
Okay, he did.
You gave it to a Christian, man. You just let loose.
He did. Yeah. Then let's hike it with him, and then we'll set up like the mansion over there or something to try and get some sleep, or like we'll sleep inside his little like cabin that he has.
All right. So, you all wander up north with him. At this point, you're all pretty fucking tired. You walked for hours to get to him, hours to get back here, hours to get back over there. You're all fucking beat. I need con saves to see if any of you get exhausted.
Are we within Christian's aura?
The entire time you were walking, are you? You all just huddle within 10 feet of Bart. First off, not Christian, but Bart.
Yeah,
Christian isn't in this game.
Sorry.
I felt like
He's
5,
busy
10
playing
feet
something
above
else. I don't know.
him. I
Am I
fly
wrong?
like I
No.
fly 5, 10 feet above him because I don't want to deal with the walking.
Yeah, fair enough.
I have a broom for this.
Ooh.
Flying at some point, just
Okay. So, your first hour past exhaustion, you all are perfectly fine if you're staying within Bart's aura. Oh wait, Bart, you only rolled an 11. That's barely a success for the first hour. The DC starts at 10, goes up by 1, then goes up by 2, then goes up by 3. Not from the 10, but from the previous number. So it gets worse and worse. And considering this is a total of 14 hours, 12 hours is the peak for traveling, That means 13, 14. You have to do one more check, and the DC on this is going to be 13, everybody.
I'm gonna cast resistance on. Ooh, I don't know who needs it.
I'll use my game advantage.
I'm gonna cast it on myself, and I'm gonna use my game advantage as well.
You did say DC 13, right?
DC 13.
What's the
Is it
D4?
13? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it starts at 10, goes up by 1, then goes up by 2. So it was 11 to start with. Because 12 hours, I just accept that you guys at your level passively make it 1 hour past the first level of exhaustion. Like, no problem, without even competition. Then it's 11, then it's 13. So you just barely make it part again. Real consistent with that. So,
Damn, what was Bart's training like? Just constantly on the edge of exhaustion.
I mean, that's what they do in the military. We'll push you until you feel like you're about to die. And once you vomit, we'll push you a little bit further. Yeah.
A little bit.
So, you all make it over there, luckily, without any of you becoming exhausted. Who is taking the first watch?
I can do it.
Very important, okay?
Yeah, I'll. Glenn, you want the first watch, Glenn?
I'll do the first watch.
Are we doing 2-2-2-2?
Well, because me and Glenn can do a split to
Yeah.
max
Yeah,
to.
I'd kind of
optimize.
rather you get the most chance of actually sleeping.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because while you're keeping watch, you're going to do more con saves per hour.
Okay.
So, why don't you take the first rest? I'll watch then, right?
Yeah.
So you have the most
Okay.
chance of getting a rest.
Okay.
All right then.
Just let me know when 4 hours pass, and I'll take
Because
over.
yeah, you have 4 hours to do this, and you are a full caster as well, so you get most
I'm
of the
fine.
spells.
I'm fine. Like I can keep.
Yeah.
Glenn can do this all day.
Yeah.
So wait, who wants to be... Who's
I'll
first?
be first. I'll be first watch
Okay.
for the first 4 hours.
4
And then-
hours. Ooh.
Yeah. And
And
then,
then-
I mean that's when Reese can get his rest, right?
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
every hour you're going to have to do it where the DC gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
I'm gonna inspire Glenn for the first roll, and then secondly, I'm gonna put up the mansion inside that hob. You said there was a dilapidated wooden cabin in the area. Oh, it's this thing. It's not the cabin. It's whatever this is.
Whatever, what is?
That stone.
Oh,
Thing.
yeah, that's where he sleeps. But
Yeah,
you all
so-
obviously can go in there as well.
So I'm gonna set up the manor in there.
Okay.
Actually, let's not do that because he can collapse it. So let's do it like right outside.
Okay.
Just put a door in the ice.
Yeah, the door in the eyes. Just.
All right. So, Glenn, DC 13 is now DC 16. First hour, buddy.
Wait, this is con?
Yeah, con save.
Oh, I thought we were doing.
You're doing a rest, but since you're keeping watch, we need to first see if you can stay up that long. Because keep in mind, y'all got the shit kicked out of you.
So here's the thing: what I can do, right? Like I could literally like post up somewhere and then just keep eyes on things.
Yeah, you can look in one direction statically, but you can't like actively be watching the environment.
Okay, that's
So you can see something if it walks into your purview, no problem. But you're not paying attention to your surroundings unless you're staying up. Is that what you meant by you'll do that? Like you're not actually going to be keeping watch, but you're just watching directly in front of you.
I mean, I don't. Okay.
Is it the same thing as the Warforge?
It's
Just
like-
roll the ability. Let's make this a lot easier.
Yeah, hold on. Is it this one?
Because from what
Or
I'm
is it like-
remembering, it's like the Warforge. It's not like the Warlock Pact of the Tome.
It's the retain consciousness part at the end. So I'm resting, but I'm still watching.
And then because of his goggles, he's able to make out the smallest details too. So I don't know how. That
Oh,
would play.
okay. So this is actually Okay, that is not the same as the Warforged. The Warforged, you have to be in one spot, unmoving, doing nothing, and you're only watching that. Yours is wait.
No, I'm doing the same thing as that.
Oh yeah, you're doing the same thing. Then you
Okay.
can keep watch of a direction, but you're not actively like listening to the environment. You're not noticing shifts in the air because you're not actively doing something. You are inactive. That is the key word here. Which means you'll rely on your passive, and since you're resting, that takes a penalty of -5. So it's
Okay.
your call. You either try pushing forward to keep that watch going, or you accept that you're doing what you're doing.
I mean,
Yeah, you don't need to sleep. So you could just.
Doesn't need to sleep, still needs to rest. That's the thing.
I don't think your passive would change much because you already have advantage because of the goggles. So it would cancel out the -5, wouldn't it?
That is correct. When you have advantage, it counts as a
Yeah.
+5 for your passive. Well, no, it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
Let me read real quick.
Yep.
I'm just opening up the DMG. This is actually like something
gonna-
that hasn't come up in a very long time.
Yeah, it's gonna be under passive perceptions in the player handbook. Okay, let me see. If I can
Oh, it's in
find
the player handbook. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Passive checks. Where's it at?
Yeah, and that's what the -5 from the passive is because it's disadvantage. So the opposite would be true as well.
Oh yeah, I never bought the player's handbook on Roll20 because it wasn't a thing until last year. All right, let me.
The player's handbook is a required purchase now.
Yeah.
No.
But I've had this account well before it was a required purchase. What page did you say it was on?
Have to find it.
Features, multi-class.
175.
Passive checks. Has to check at the special kind of check, such as a check of the representative. If the character has advantage on the check, add 5. For disadvantage, subtract 5. Okay, cool. You are correct.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Good
I'll
argument,
remember that
guys.
because I'll remember that because of we were having that passive perception check, me and Glenn at one point.
Yeah. No problem.
Well, is that why your passive perception is 19, or is that because you're proficient?
I'm proficient.
Yeah.
So you should. Up
You
your
should
passive
change your
perception
passive.
to
Yeah.
24.
Yeah.
But that's only sometimes though, because
No, that's if
change
you have
it.
advantage on perception checks.
Yeah,
but
but that's
so you
only
can
some-
add.
But you do,
Normally-
so long as you have the goggles on, you have advantage.
yeah, but that's like
Yeah,
I-
but if your armor is magical and gives you a +1, we still up the AC, right?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so make sure you add that extra 5 on there, Glenn, to your passive.
Got it.
Cool. All right, so it nullifies down to a -5 from what you're at once you add your +5, which puts you at what you were currently at, which is 19. Okay, cool. Damn, that's actually cool.
Mm-hmm.
How did that situation never arrived in any of my games in all these years?
Because it's in a very obscure part of the player's handbook that people just look at and think, oh, I got how it works.
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah. Plus, with the 24 passive perception character in the party, it never really needed to come up. You know what I mean?
Right. Fair enough. Alrighty. So, you take the first watch, Glenn. Sitting, let's actually move everybody to where they would be on this map. The Great Frozen Ape is going to sleep down here. Glenn. We'll put you right there. Everybody else, you said you're creating the mansion in a hole next to one of the pillars, right? Reese?
Yeah, it's like right here.
Just move yourself to wherever it's going to be. Everybody else move yourself within 5 feet of him. Other than Glenn, because you're sentry mode watching. Are you there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So where I moved you was right. Good. All right, cool.
So I didn't want to be next to the building in case it comes down.
Fair enough.
Seems fair.
Giant monkey battle, guys.
Kaiju battle.
We've had so many.
I'll summon a
giant
smaller-
kaiju three-way.
I'll summon a small, large monkey too.
It really puts
How dare you? Bitch, shut up!
It really puts in
Job.
perspective how small we are, you know?
Yeah. In the grand scheme of things.
I can't wait to level 17. Hopefully get true polymorph.
Alrighty. So, you're all keeping watch. Sentry Lake across the environment. The ape is also slumbering, but just barely doing so. Everyone else you've moved inside in order to rest as best as you can. Glenn, you notice a tremor in the ground. A shift. Subtle. Almost indistinguishable. But there. As soon as you notice that, you also begin to notice the snow in the area seems to have stopped. And there's a tension in the air. A powerful tension. It's almost like the atmosphere is shifting in this environment from the collision of two powerful entities that resonate with their natural essences. Now, as you take that in, you feel it begin to subside. The tremor stops. The closeness of this entity moves away. The great frozen ape opens its one eye, and you see it look over at you, and then start looking around as well, as if he too senses something. But then, the rest of your rest goes by seamlessly. You could feel the presence of the earthen ape enter into the environment, but it seems intelligent enough to move and leave. Your rest comes to a conclusion. It's time for you to go wake up Reese.
Gonna, I guess, knock after the first 4 hours of like my eyes have not blinked at all. I've just been staring straight ahead. So it's like, okay,
You need eye drops.
yeah, like, it's not to get moving. And knock on the. Is it a door
Rashid's
there or
eyeballs.
The
what is
door.
It's a door, yeah. Just not
Yeah,
gonna
it's a
knock on the door.
There's like a mat that says wipe your feet. I open the door. Yes.
I think it's time to switch. He's
Okay.
he's definitely around, man. Keep your eye out.
Okay. I'm out.
All right. Reese, roll me a perception check now that you're keeping watch.
During that time, I also would remind Glenn as he's going in. Remember, I handed you the poison resist potion. Drink it as needed.
What's the? It's an hour on that, right?
Yes, it's an hour.
Okay, got it.
Perception check.
Well, as soon as I close the door, I'm just gonna stand right in front of the door, just waiting for Reese to open it.
No, it doesn't have advantage. So 25. I forgot to untoggle that.
So, 25, Reese. You peer out into the environment, and it takes you not even a moment to realize there is something drastically different here. The atmosphere has shifted, and there's a tension in here that's nearly palpable, almost manifested and physical. It seems the cold environment produced by the frozen ape and something else produced by the earthen ape seems to be at opposing ends. It progresses to become so palpable that you see clouds beginning to form. Rain beginning to descend on this environment, the frozen landscape. And frozen rain, you know, is kind of shitty.
I'm gonna prestidigitation every couple seconds. A clean that way I don't get like soak, but like I'm still gonna be wet.
Yeah. And then there's lightning beginning to fill those clouds, arcing out. Not in the same way as the lightning ape, as that seemed to just manifest it, but the sheer force of these two entities in the similar environments producing this change of nature. It's something you doubt many people have ever experienced and survived. You notice in the trees, about 200 feet away or so, there's a darkness that overclouds the night over in that area. Something darker that you can make out the silhouette, and you see two yellowed eyes as tall as any tree in this environment looking at you. I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw, Reese.
Oh no. Not wisdom.
Your only weakness, your feelings.
Should have level 1 cleric and not level 1 bard. I'm lucky. Yeah.
Go for it.
Press.
I'm just gonna accept what's gonna happen. 11.
As soon as you see...
You could pray to monkey, man.
I could pray to monkey.
Your call.
Oh, great monkey gave me some strength here
Sure.
in this dark time. 3 rolls later, still single digits. So I
Should have
accept
had more
what's gonna happen
confidence.
now.
Should have had more confidence in Monkey.
Yeah, I know my luck. So 11, essentially.
Alrighty. So, as soon as you lock eyes with the great earthen ape, dwarving the size of these other apes, there's a stillness in its eyes that you've only encountered maybe once before in your life. That is not something that has backed down. That is something that knows it is the top of the food chain. And you become paralyzed, unable to move, blink, or look away from it, as it stares at you. It feels like nearly an eternity of it staring at you. About 20 minutes go by? Maybe hours? No, your allies would be out by time it was hours. But it could have been hours. And then the eyes close and that silhouette disappears. And just a few short minutes later, you take what you feel is your first breath in a long time. When you exhale that breath, you notice now that the frozen ape is closer to you, and you're not sure when he got there. But you can see a quaking in his shoulders. You saw him.
Yeah. I couldn't move.
I do not want to fight him.
I feel like neither do I. I don't know how we can reach through fanaticism and bring him to our side, in the sense that, or not our side, but like the realization of what your creator is.
We should find proof that Glenn Strider is fallible.
Would that be I think the best bet would be that the academy piece that is in the tree or around the tree. Have you seen ruins of an ancient structure around the tree at all?
Did you say runes or ruins?
Ruins.
It is not around the tree, it is in. Towards the top.
Towards the top?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that the thing is that if we leave, he's going to attack you. He's a predator. He sees that we have the numbers game, but he's not dumb enough to attack us head on like that. He'll wait until one of us are alone, which will be you if we leave.
I think my only chance of survival is fleeing him. Or else we have to hunt him. He will have traps.
He'll have traps even though it's your environment?
He's not entering here because it is my environment.
Oh, but if we start hunting him, he's going to go back to his environment.
He nods.
Which he'll...
Do you believe you can find proof in that tree? Turn him against Glenn Strider.
I don't say this very often, but I do apologize what's happened to you. And I do feel bad.
The nature of fates is the nature of fates.
I might have a connection that can get you away from here. But I don't think the place is going to be any better. I might be able to get someone to send you to hell. Right? But I don't know if that's something you'd want to do. You would be alive. But that place is really bad. And you'd be owing that person a debt. since she'd be helping you escape a life-death situation.
I need to pay my debt to all of you first. You've opened my eyes, confirmed my suspicions. If you need a distraction to get in the tree, I can provide that. And then I flee and pray I survive.
You'd have to sneak away after you do lose him, though, is my thing. So, when do you want to cause that distraction? I can aid you a little bit with that. Not very long.
When your allies are awake.
Okay. Okay. I know that I said I was going to take your treasure. But if there's anything in that treasure that can aid us in help opening that tree, or any, like, semblance of something related to those ruins, it would be much appreciated if you would acquire that for us. I'm not talking from a greed perspective, just something that might connect us.
What I have in there are things that connect with me, not trinkets of value to you. Though some of them may be helpful. Inside there is a blade that may prove helpful.
Is it related to the Academy ruins in that tree?
No. But it is similar to the tree.
Hmm.
I feel a magic from it that also resides from within the tree. Watch my back. As he turns around, still very terrified.
I'm gonna focus in that general direction and think to myself, I should just set guards and wards on his whole ruins to help him out.
And he begins pummeling through his ice chunks, smashing his fist in there over and over and over. Yeah, I mean, you guys could min-max anything that you want. But...
Yeah.
Fuck the dungeon, let's just kill this thing.
I mean... After he pummels his way through it.
Thing is that, like, I don't kill victims.
He
I
produces...
don't kill victims. I just make victims.
I make victims.
True. That is true.
I mean, you know, now with better knowledge, you know that you just killed two.
Yeah, I feel like Reese. Reese is not very like, damn, I suck. The flesh of his homie is wrapped around my egg right now, so.
So, he reaches into the hoard and takes out something coated in ice and then begins sealing up with more ice the rest of the things inside of that area down below. After he's done, he holds up a block of ice that inside has a bronze-looking short sword in there. The guard of this sword is a perfect circle that has multiple different colors, all of which faded through time, rotating around in a swooping motion, fading from white, yellows, reds, blues, greens, blacks, over to the front side.
What does it do?
I don't know.
Understandable. He said it's in a block of ice still?
He places it on the ground and smashes his fist into it and shatters the ice.
And it breaks the sword.
No,
Well,
the sword's
I'm
perfectly
just
fine.
kidding. Ooh,
And here I thought it was magical.
not really a swords person. I'm gonna grab it. I think maybe Glenn and Bardakov can move this, whatever it might be.
It is a short sword.
I'd have to attune to find out what it does, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Because I don't have identified.
Yep.
Okay.
Are you going to attempt to attune to it?
Ooh, does that remove my watch?
You have to remove one. Not necessarily the watch, but one.
Oh, not the watch. The watches in the.
Oh, no. You can do this simply while you're keeping watch. And he's keeping watch
Okay.
too this whole time. He's just, not as good at it as you are.
I will unattune to the Hat of Disguise.
Oh, perfect. You look different.
I really shouldn't.
I
I haven't
know.
used it. The hat's not invisible anymore.
Why do you have a cowboy's hat?
It was for an ally of mine that didn't feel comfortable in his own skin around a certain group of people.
Unfortunate. You should murder that group of people.
The thing is I thought about it. Not gonna lie.
Perfect. So, you take your final hour of rest to attune to this blade. As soon as you do, you feel your connection to it, this thing that seems to search through your lineage and then connect to you. Luckily, it accepts that, but only just barely. When you hold this weapon, you feel a commanding essence around yourself. A powerful commanding essence. Like you could lead battles with this.
Oh my god. Even more.
So, though its name is still unknown to you, mechanically, this short sword, instead of long sword, is a sword of the Peruns.
Sword of the Peruns.
Sword of Prunes?
Peruns, P-A-R-U-N-S. You gain a +1 bonus to attack roll, damage made with this magic weapon. Additionally, once on each of your turns, you can use one of the following properties if you're holding the sword. Immediately after you use the attack action to attack with the sword, you can enable one creature within 60 feet of you to use its reaction to make one weapon attack. Immediately after you take the dash action, you can enable one creature within 60 feet of you to use its reaction to move up to its speed. Immediately after you take the dodge action, you can enable one creature within 60 feet of you to use its reaction to gain the benefits of the dodge action.
Oh, so it lets me double their act. Double. Okay.
Interesting.
That's cool.
Yep, you use your whatever resource it requires you to do those abilities. Most of the time it's actions, unless you have a way to make it a bonus action. And then someone else can use their reaction to gain that same benefit. So, dodge, dash, melee attack, or weapon attack.
This would be very powerful on Glenn, is the first thing I thought. Since you can make a dash and a dodge as a bonus.
Yep.
I go, whoa.
Is Glenn still wielding these fucking swords?
Well, my concern is that it said that it had accepted my lineage, which I'm afraid I don't know what that meant. So
It's
I don't know if it's the Fae, the Fiend, or the Elf in me.
one of them.
Thank you. I appreciate this. And I give him back the purse. And I go, I'm gonna give this back to you then.
Oh,
can.
yay. He opens it up, sticks 2 fingers in, and pulls out a brown little furry ball, tosses it on the ground, and you see a boar just appears.
Huh. Interesting. I probably should check which ones were magical. Doesn't matter.
Then he picks up the boar and eats it immediately.
Okay.
I mean, it's literally just a capsule meal for him, isn't it?
Yeah. Everyone else is like, "Oh, cute pets." He goes, dinner."
Dinner. I'm gonna keep the compass though because it lets me know which way actually north is.
So, because this hasn't come up in this game yet, I believe, compasses in my universe work a little differently. They're all associated with one powerful magical source that it always points to. That is not necessarily due north. So, whereas a normal compass will always point to the North Poles, these are attached to a powerful conduit in which they are associated with. If you would like to roll a wisdom check, or if you are proficient in cartographers, you can make that check to see if you can find out what that source might be or what direction that source might be.
I guess I'll just make the wisdom check. At this point, I'm assuming it's north though, but I'll make a wisdom check.
Yeah, everywhere forward is always north with you.
Yeah. 19.
Hey, it's pointing directly at the tree.
Well, that's convenient.
Yeah.
Put the
Who would have thought? He got it near the tree, and it's associated with a strong, powerful magic source.
north
tree.
is the tree. It makes sense. Hey, if I'm not proficient in navigating tools, I don't know what that is. Okay. Again, I appreciate it. I'm gonna keep the blade aside. I'll put the short sword of monster slaying in the bag, and then I'm gonna have that one on my side instead.
All right, I'm back. Whew, fuck. Whew, coughing hurts.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, the rest
Yeah,
of your
so
what? Yeah,
Oh,
I
so
heard everything. I was just
Okay, cool,
coughing
cool,
up a lung, so I muted.
Nice.
So, the rest is complete. Bart and Samdi, you wake up, and when you walk out into the hallway, you see Glenn just staring at the exit. Nothing new here.
It's just a bunch of fat imps trying to give him food.
Okay.
Zamdi picks up the food and just fucking trash cans it into his mouth.
All right. Oh, you guys are up. Let's get going.
So,
Yeah.
do you share anything that happened during the night, Reese?
So the Earth Gorilla showed up. I couldn't move. It stares at you and apparently has like a paralyzing gaze effect. I can only assume it's something similar to what that beholder did when it looked at us and we couldn't use magic. So I feel like it has like a gaze that paralyzes it. Wilson said that he doesn't want to kill it. He wants to try and save it since like they have a connection. So if there's anything to prove that Glenn Strader is fallible, it would be enough to break that Earth Gorilla's fanaticism. So the ruins are in the top part of the tree apparently. Or no, sorry, inside the tree. So we'd have to find a way into the ruins. Though this has something similar to the tree in the sense of like feeling, I guess. And I've showed him the sword. So
Bart, Glenn,
Right.
and Reese, now that it's daytime and you're no longer suppressing the urge to piss your pants, All three of you can roll a history check. Let's see if you can recognize anything about the sword.
Fuck me, I guess.
I'm sorry, you don't have that heritage.
That's a racist sword right there.
It
It's
is!
a racist sword.
Which
It's
is
a
why it's
racist-ass
elven.
sword.
It's
If you're not elf, you're not right.
racist.
It's a racist ass
half
sword.
elf.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's why I said Bart. You're half elf.
Yeah, I got nothing.
I'm gonna guidance myself. Why not?
Yeah.
I
Let's
still
go for
rolled
it.
better than Glenn. Jeez.
Yeah. Well, it's
24.
really
God
deep
damn.
in my history though, like really far past. So it's like,
Oh.
oh, shit.
12. You
I got
do
12.
notice the make does appear to be elven in nature.
Oh, it's an elven sword.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Things that are fey are usually a bit more whimsical, less practical, and things that are usually fiendish are more sharp-edged, edgy as shit.
Obsidian.
Yeah. You'll definitely find a hot topic one day,
Yeah. Yeah, it's an elven blade.
Oh, you mean like Harmonious here?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, has some cool effects, right? Things I do, you guys can do. What I do, you do. Just like that.
Everything I can do, this sword can do, kind of.
Yeah, it's
I
nice.
could do this similar to you.
I feel like you could probably use it better though, Glenn, but you have your sword, so I don't think it's smart to give you a second one just because you need you need at least one hand to cast.
I mean, I
So.
could share a room with Harmonious, but I don't know how I would feel about that.
Oh, you should touch. No, I'm just
I'm al-
kidding.
I'm already cycling through this and Scythe, and the Scythe's already a little bit broken, and it's I don't know. I'm having a a little bit of an issue here with weapon choosing right now.
Alright,
Then you
I
got my
understand.
fists right here, and then my kicks. And
I unfortunately don't have that issue.
Sorry, I just had a weird thought of like, well, if he needs a hand for you to cast spells, why don't I use? And I just thought, could he cast spells with his toes?
As a monk.
Yeah.
Wiggles the-
monkey monk.
If only you were a monkey monk, yes. Wait.
Hazaru have thumbs.
Just
Yeah, so-
the thought popped in my head. And I was just like, wait a second.
Toes.
Yeah, so I have a piece of the tree that I took right when we were by that area originally, right? So I can use that to teleport if we need to. Right, and I can take us back, but it would take us to that spot where
how do we get in?
that's the issue. So this has something related to it, right? But I don't know, to be honest. But I'd rather be there quickly in case to give Wilson enough time to prepare to defend himself. Because the minute we leave, Wilson's gonna be one by himself, so the Earth Gorilla will probably take his chance.
I'm just gonna walk over to a broken piece of stonework here and just pick up a rock. All right, this'll do. He's gonna place it in his bag.
You have rock.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
have rock from Frozen Gorilla place.
I was gonna say that if you needed something really familiar with it, like something that's hardcore, the compass, and I've shown the compass, this would work too.
But so
Or
does
technically the
this.
sword. The rock, I guess, works.
Yeah. So
I just felt like if it was more intimate with the moment, it would be better. But I guess you could just grab rocks.
Grab
I
rock.
have two sand vials and a rock right now for different places. I don't think I care too much about like the sentimentality to the place. It just says needs to be from there.
Becomes a museum piece for me.
It be rock.
It'd be rock. Okay, so I will teleport us to the tree. That way we don't have to do a 6-hour travel, since that's a thing. Is there anything else you guys would need or want?
So the plan is to get to the tree, find a way in,
Yep.
and we gotta get evidence, and then come back so we could convince.
Mm-hmm.
What was his name again?
Wilson.
No, not Wilson. It was the other one.
Oh, Fresco?
Fresco. There we go. I'm saying it,
Think of
I
Fresco
just had
style
a
from
mind
Taco
blank.
Bell.
So we could convince Fresco to that Glenn Strider isn't all on the up and up.
Yeah. So that's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
So the issue though is if I teleport there, I won't be able to teleport back. Right.
I think
Unless-
Sam.
Actually,
Somebody's
somebody
got-
could teleport. What
yeah,
am I
that's
talking
why.
about?
That's why he grabbed the thing. So
It
he
all
got-
makes sense now. I thought you had magic circle or teleportation circle this whole time, not teleport. You've been using me as a taxi. That means
Yes.
I'm
While
out.
Somebody
owning a
smiles at you.
Mercedes.
Somebody smiles at you.
It all makes sense.
You've been offering.
You've
You
been
really are.
offering.
You really are a slithery crocodile. Uh, but yeah, that's gonna be a thing. I won't have the mansion though tonight, so just remember that.
What if Fresco is at the tree?
Then we'll beat him down. I don't know.
Right. I mean, if we
We'll
can just
kill him.
you can always just beat some sense into people too. But I mean, that might take a bit.
Is,
Takes
is
a lot of
Fres-
effort.
Is Fresco the type that if we beat him down, he'll retreat since it's not in his territory?
He is enraged easily. So I doubt it.
Does he have a forceful personality?
Yes.
Would you consider him wise?
I would say he's not intelligent. Oh well, I don't know, right? Because he was stalking us. He was scouting all
That's
night.
the whole kerfuffle of intelligence versus wisdom.
There's also the chance that I'm thinking about now that even if we do find the evidence, what if he's just a devoted, so devoted, blindly devoted that he just doesn't care? In which case you're gonna have no choice but to put him down, right?
Oh great, we're dealing with a salad monkey.
Yeah, as I said, fanaticism is
Damn,
a
you
hard
sounded a
thing
lot
to-
like Frieza up in here, Samdi.
God dang monkeys.
The most blatantly racist character in all of anime.
Yeah, he is. He eats one
Yes.
race and that's it.
But I
Okay.
am a reptile.
So if that's the case, I think traveling to the dream would be the smart move because at least we'll have Wilson with us. And you said, not like a Wilson, that you were gonna distract him, right? Again, I don't know where you'll go if you do escape him, like over the mountains. I don't know how you deal with inside the desert. You're an ice gorilla, so
I mean, I think we go to the tree, right? And if he's there, we'll beat him up. Try not to kill him. Tell him that if you continue, we're gonna have to kill you. And if he dies, he dies.
true.
Otherwise, we could go in, find the evidence, show it to him, and then if he still believes it, if Fresco still won't see sense and reason or won't leave it alone, then sometimes you have no choice, right?
He seems like a pretty powerful foe. So if anything, maybe we could send him to hell, and maybe they'll break his mind or something. I don't know, man. I'm just spitballing ideas at this point. Let's just go. I start walking off in that direction. Realize I'm not going the right way. Go.
You
Oh,
literally have a
I
compass.
think it's that way.
You have a compass.
North is that way, and I look at the compass and have that guide me.
No. North is not that way.
I'm pretty sure it's on the end.
Next thing you're gonna tell me is the Earth is flat.
It all makes sense. I start walking. Very intelligent, not very but very self-absorbed. I'm not stupid. So we all know that it's the shape of a dodecahedron. So
That's the only thing I accept so far.
That's the only thing I accept.
You walking or teleporting, right?
we have to walk because if he's there, Wilson's gonna be able to fight him, right? So as per the plan.
Okay. You all wander out there, heading your way towards the tree. I would like a perception check from whoever's keeping watch.
I will
You
do
know what?
that.
I'll be kind. All of you may roll.
Hey.
If you want to keep watch. That's up to you. Though.
23. So so bad. Oh,
Another crit in the fuck.
24.
I don't think I've rolled above 10 like
Ever?
almost this whole game. Oh no, a wisdom save. Or wisdom check.
Yeah, no. I do
Oh,
not have
haven't-
advantage, so I got a 12 while everyone's in their 20s.
So. The 23 and up squad, i.e., not Samdi. You all notice that this snowy environment seems to be melting away. Those clouds are high in the sky, and they seem to have been made out of the tension of the mere presence of these two titanic creatures here. It's very strange to encounter. And as you are walking, all of you notice that you pass by a footprint in the snow. As Wilson walks next to it, you all look at it, and Wilson's foot is maybe half the size of the other one's.
This thing's supposed to be bigger than the fucking tree.
Thought it was on a ledge. I don't think it was on a ledge now.
Now, you keep careful watch, and periodically, Glenn, you get this eerie sensation like you're being watched, and when you look around, you don't see anything. But you just keep that feeling.
You guys ever get the feeling that you're being watched?
Why do you think I have the necklace?
All the time.
Right.
So,
I'm kind of the center of attention when we go to places now, so.
Well, I'm getting that feeling right now.
so. You wander for a few hours before finding your way over towards the tree. Once there, you're all looking around carefully at this environment, making sure you're not being watched at all. All right. How do you plan on getting inside?
I pull out the sword. And I go, Glenn, I don't know how you can do it. And I hand you the sword. And I go, you were the one that managed to get out. This has some kind of vibe with the plays. You have some kind of vibe with the plays. You might want to vibe with the plays. See if it opens.
All right. I will also take out Harmonious. So I have one sword in each hand. I will. I mean, I don't know if this is gonna work, but I guess I could try it. I will use one of my blade songs, activate it, and I will speak in Hungrel as well. I don't know if that's going to be associated or not. And just say, "Knock, knock! Anybody home? Mind if you open up?"
You feel a mental connection reach out to you, Glenn. You are back. More experimentation.
Hey, you're not Glenn Strider, are you, by any chance?
I do not possess a name.
All right, good enough. Yeah, sure. We're here for more experimentation. You mind opening it up and letting us in?
I bet you that's the elemental.
Roll me
That works.
persuasion. Samdi, you hear all of this if you're monitoring Glenn's mind, or is he canonically the one that you don't do? I know Monkey
That's
is.
Monkey.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you hear all of this.
I just kind of I only like flip on Glenn's channel for a second because he's fucking laughing all the time and it's annoying. But yeah, I just like, oh wait, okay,
Uh-oh.
something's on the air.
Uh-oh.
Okay. persuasion. Here we go.
I'll just silently whisper to Reese what's happening in his brain currently.
I will use a d6.
Oh, it works.
Oh God.
Wow. I
Yeah.
was lucky that roll.
Will you? All right. Good call.
Lucky that roll.
You could.
Does
I
he
mean,
keep the
he
6?
technically could do worse. Yeah, the D6 doesn't change. You're only lucky the D20.
Okay.
Yep.
Here we go.
So just roll a d20 minus
My
2.
guy.
Here
Come on,
we go.
guy.
That's a 12.
That's a 12.
We've doubled it.
Let's go.
We're lucky it again? Nah. Burn
Please
them all
open
on
up.
Glenn.
Just please open up.
Please.
But
Can
the
I-
first yeah.
In his brain, can I just say there are more test subjects out here? If you need more test subjects, right? A wider pool, so to speak.
You don't fascinate me the same way, but I do like more testing. Go ahead and roll again, Glenn.
Come on,
Zombie's
Glenn.
helping you out.
18.
This is why I don't do the talking.
Hey,
Hey, okay, there we go.
Does he keep
Plus
the 6 though?
Yes, the 6 always stays the same. It's only
We
the 20.
literally just had this conversation.
Sweet.
Mm. Anyways. But the first experiment, to see if the cold ape and all of you can possibly kill the earthen one. Isn't that a glorious experiment?
I don't know who you are, buddy, but you might also be getting manipulated as well, you know. So just trying to find some evidence of stuff.
I've never been manipulated out of anything. I do what I do. No one has ever stopped me. Has anyone ever stopped you?
I mean, in my life of pursuit of like trying to figure this out, yeah, I guess so.
How unfortunate. So, you and your companions agreed to an experiment in order to be let in. Is that correct?
The experiment to fight the Earth Monkey.
That could do.
I say out loud to Reese, he wants us to fight the other monkey.
Yeah,
Oh
Reese hears
my
all. Oh,
God.
sorry.
No, I hear all of it.
Oh,
normally,
yeah, yeah,
unless
yeah,
Reese
Reese
is
doesn't.
detecting thought.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah. just like-
I'm not
Yeah.
doing it.
Then what
Like,
about
I-
more testing inside? Many experiments, 3 total for each of you. Don't worry, I'll let you all do them at the same time. 3 uninterrupted experiments, and you can come inside. Do we have a deal?
How you guys feel about? I repeat that out loud. Do you guys want to do some series of experiments to get inside?
If I had my opinion, I'd find out who he is and kill him because I do not negotiate with terrorists. But in this regard, this very specific circumstance, yes, I think it's probably better than fighting the Earth Gorilla.
This is gonna end poorly.
I agree. But
Hey,
I don't
worst
think we have a
case-
choice.
Worst case, we burn the whole tree down. I look at the gorilla. In theory, right? Of course.
I will solemnly swear I will do no such thing as to burn the tree down. Them, fuck it. I don't know.
them fuck it.
I think if we're going to leave it, then we have a deal.
Yeah, we have a deal. Not due to lack of objections.
Very well. But the other end of this deal. The ape stays outside. I want to see this fight. A porthole opens up in the side of the tree.
Oh, sorry, I was muted when I said this. I say, oh, good for you. I switch off my end of the connection and I go to the other ape. And I'll into his mind, I'll say, he wants you to fight. The thing in the tree wants you to fight the earth ape. I say you go with your plan.
So he said he wants to see the fight. It doesn't mean he has to follow through with the whole fight. They're gonna fight regardless. There's no end to it. The victor is the who retreats.
Well, that's actually fair as well. It's gonna be a fight, and then, or it's gonna be like a fight, and then he retreats. And...
Then he lost the fight, so he does get his way.
Lost the fight, baby.
Yeah, he did not say fight to the death. Those were the words I was looking for.
Yeah,
so
but this is in the ape's mind.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I'll say, yeah, he wants to see you fight. I don't think you're a part of this deal, so go do whatever you want to do.
I will, as soon as you all are in.
Okay, yeah.
I thought there was more.
Yeah, I thought there was gonna be more.
No, that's
That's it. Yeah, we're all like,
as soon as you're in.
Somebody just gives him a thumbs up. Good. All right. Bye.
Squirrel likes to not finish his sentences sometimes, or make them short.
This is mental
but not
as well.
sweet. No, I'm just putting that out.
Wait, did I not come through? He said, I will as soon as you're all in.
We
we
thought
just-
there's gonna be more.
Yeah, no.
And I thought he was gonna say as soon as you're all in the tree or something, like continue to.
No, just in.
Yeah, okay, good.
Tree is implied.
Tree, the tree is implied.
The tree. Oh wait,
So,
we all
Good
good to
luck.
go.
Yeah.
you all look forward at the sickening, white, clear-looking inside of this tree. The only disturbance you can see from this hospital-esque hallway would be these wires, thick coils of copper around the wall. They seem to have currents of energy pulsing out from them. And you hear the voice now entering into each of your minds. Come on inside. We have much to do. Come on. Come.
As we walk in there, like as we're passing the threshold, place my hand on Bart's shoulder as we walk through, just in case.
I'll
Like, what do you think is going to happen there? But
I'll lead the way, I guess.
The way.
Because I imagine porthole, and I was just like, how big is the porthole? Can we all fit in there at the same time? Is it a single
Yeah.
file
It's a
line?
large enough one that all of you can walk into. It's a.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I was just wondering if each of us got teleported since we went through there.
I'll walk through.
Alrighty. As you walk on through, each of you one by one, you watch as the porthole closes from behind you. Not a wall, but a window where you can look out. Well, Thank you all for joining in on my experiment. I must say, I am now looking forward to seeing the limitations of each of you. A half-elf, a dead man, a devil, and what are you? Are you on tea of some kind?
I'll say mentally to Bart, I'm killing him.
You want tea? Who wants tea?
Is that not what you are?
He's a crocodile.
Ah.
He's an alligator man.
Just, you see, these eyelids are twitching.
A sentient crocodile. I wonder what magics were used to give him such ability of traversal bipedal in nature. I'm curious.
Yep, truly one of a kind. Created in a lab, 100%.
Deception check, please.
I'm gonna use that Veterans Day inspiration for this. Oh my lord. Deception.
Sorry, like my mental image of Sound D has changed from like, you know, the normal like lizard folk, except he's chubby and like an elongated crocodile snout, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now it's literally just a crocodile extending his back 2 feet with stubby little arms in a hat.
And
They're just like, God fucking it.
Perfect. So, as you are looking outwards in discontent, Samdi, everyone else, you begin to hear sounds from behind you. You look out that window and you see the earthen ape. Now, just for your guys' sake, I'll drag it onto the map. Where'd my mouse go? There's my mouse.
No, I was muted again. It is the map. Oh, wait. Oh, God, it's got buck teeth.
You
Oh,
look
no.
at it. This massive monstrosity, the great earthen ape, stands as a colossal testament to the corruption of this environment. A towering behemoth whose very presence evokes primal terror. Its eyes, gleaming with an eerie, earthy glow, lock onto all of yours with an unsettling intelligence. Stone plates replace fur on this creature. And you all can see its powerful quake of its muscles as it is walking up behind Wilson. And the battle begins between the two of them.
Would I have been able to yell out something very quick?
I mean, you can, but the window's already there.
Oh, so we can't yell out to it. It won't
I mean, you
hear
can
us.
try. You just...
Thaumaturgy in my voice. You stupid ape! We're your enemy, and we'll kill you. No issues. And enrage him towards us to give him at least the opportunity.
You enrage Wilson.
No, I was the great ape. I was trying to
No,
distract him to us for a second. Yeah.
Your voices do carry out past the glass. And you see it looks over at you with a smile on its face. Excitement in its eyes.
That's all I got.
So, everybody in the club getting tipsy.
So let's hurry up and move out before Wilson loses that fight.
You all continue down the hallway, deeper inside, and you see that it leads over towards this roundabout area in here, this openness that seems a little concerning. There's 6 different pathways that you see, and you're not quite sure which one is the proper one for you to take immediately, but that same desk that you saw previously, Glenn, is positioned in the center, the one that has the button. However, currently there appears to be electricity arcing around said button.
So that's what I used. I point out that's what I used to get out last time. But as you can see, I don't think it would be safe to press it right now.
Interesting.
You have a name to call you? I say out loud.
As I previously stated, no, I do not.
You want one so that we can refer to you as something?
No.
What do you look like?
You will see at the end of these tasks.
I feel like this is the elemental in the tree they were talking about.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess our best bet is just to soldier on. Right, Buttercup, go first.
Yeah, exactly. Soldier on.
Not entirely thrilled by this.
Think we are.
I'll stand next to you, man. So I'll lead. Maybe I'll stay in front of you.
So,
We can lead the way.
Let's go.
your first trial will begin now. And guys, I'm having trouble talking, so we're going to call the session here.
Hey.
Alrighty. We'll see you all next week.
See you
Actually,
next week,
we
dude.
won't.
Oh,
yeah, this is
what
the last one. Yeah, we'll talk. See you guys.
Yeah.
Later.